Hi, my friends. We continue our playlist. Друзья мои, у нас с вами еще пару уроков на повторение. Это урок следующий, и далее сама контрольная работа по пассивному залогу во всех временах, которые мы с вами как раз разбирали. Итак, давайте проделаем одно очень полезное упражнение. Вот есть такое предложение. Нужно раскрыть скобки и сказать во всех временах в пассивном залоге утвердительные, отрицательные и вопросительные формы. Это наиполезнейшее упражнение. Итак, давайте начнем с present simple passive. Утверждение. It's checked. Это проверяется. Negative form. It isn't checked. It isn't checked. Это не проверяется. And the question, вопрос. Is it checked? Это проверяется. Is выносим вперед. We have it in the beginning. Good. Very good. Past simple passive. It was checked. Это было проверено. It was checked. Или это проверялось. It was checked. Negative form. It wasn't checked. Question. Was it checked? Was it checked? Это было проверено. Future simple passive. It'll be checked. Это будет проверено. It won't be checked. Это не будет проверено. Will it be checked? Will it be checked? Это будет проверено. Present simple passive. It's checked. It isn't checked. Is it checked? Past simple passive. It was checked. It wasn't checked. Was it checked? Future simple passive. It will be checked. It won't be checked. Will it be checked? Okay. Present continuous passive. Present continuous passive. It's been checked. Это проверяется. Имеется в виду сейчас. It isn't been checked. Это не проверяется. Is it been checked? Past continuous passive. It was being checked. Это проверялось. Видите, здесь акцент на длительность. It was being checked. It wasn't being checked. It wasn't being checked. Was it been checked? Was it being checked? Present perfect. Present perfect. It's been checked. It's been checked. Это было проверено. Видите, также как переводится как it was checked. Это было проверено. Здесь надо смотреть на указатели, на контекст. It's been checked. Здесь просто упражнение по умолчанию все, значит, спрягаем без временных указателей. Для простоты и доведения до автоматизма. It's been checked. It hasn't been checked. Has it been checked? Has it been checked? Present continuous passive. It's been checked. It isn't been checked. Is it been checked? Past continuous passive. It was being checked. It wasn't being checked. Was it being checked? Present perfect. It's been checked. It hasn't been checked. Has it been checked? Past perfect. Past perfect. It. Если полная форма. It had been checked. Если краткая форма. It had been checked. It had been checked. It hadn't been checked. Had it been checked? Had it been checked? Past perfect passive. Present perfect passive. Okay? And future perfect passive. It'll have been checked. It'll have been checked. It won't have been checked. Will it have been checked? Will it have been checked? Мы с вами не раз говорили, что здесь have для всех лиц. It, they, неважно, have. Will it have been checked? Past perfect passive. It had been checked. It hadn't been checked. Had it been checked? Future perfect passive. It'll have been checked. It won't have been checked. Will it have been checked? Very good, my friends. Отлично. Давайте еще одно предложение в том же духе проспрягаем. Итак. Those mistakes. И также present simple passive, но уже более энергично. Those mistakes are corrected. То есть те ошибки исправляют, то есть вообще исправляют. Those mistakes are corrected. Those mistakes aren't corrected. Those mistakes aren't corrected. Are those mistakes corrected? Are those mistakes corrected? Те ошибки исправляют, то есть вообще исправляют. Past simple passive. Those mistakes were corrected. Those mistakes were corrected. Те ошибки были исправлены. Those mistakes weren't corrected. Were those mistakes corrected? Were those mistakes corrected? Future simple passive. Future simple passive. Those mistakes will be corrected. Those mistakes won't be corrected. And will those mistakes be corrected? Will those mistakes be corrected? Напомним, если местоимение спросили бы will it be corrected или will they be corrected, просто заменили раз на другую фразу. Will those mistakes be corrected? Okay, present simple passive. Those mistakes are corrected. Those mistakes aren't corrected. Are those mistakes corrected? Past simple passive. Those mistakes were corrected. Those mistakes weren't corrected. Were those mistakes corrected? Future simple passive. Those mistakes will be corrected. Those mistakes won't be corrected. Will those mistakes be corrected? Okay, very good. Present perfect passive. Oh no, present continuous. Present continuous passive first. Okay. Those mistakes okay. Those mistakes are being corrected. Those mistakes aren't being corrected. Are those mistakes being corrected? Are those mistakes being corrected? Past continuous passive. Those mistakes were being corrected. Исправлялись. Those mistakes weren't being corrected. Were those mistakes being corrected? Were those mistakes being corrected? Present continuous passive. Those mistakes are being corrected. Those mistakes aren't being corrected. Are those mistakes being corrected? Past continuous passive. Those mistakes were being corrected. Those mistakes weren't being corrected. Will those mistakes been corrected? Okay. And perfect. Perfect. Present. Perfect. Passive. Those mistakes correct. Okay. Those mistakes have been corrected. Those mistakes haven't been corrected. Have those mistakes been corrected? Past, perfect, passive. Those mistakes had been corrected. Those mistakes hadn't been corrected. Had those mistakes been corrected? Present perfect passive. Those mistakes have been corrected. Those mistakes haven't been corrected. Have those mistakes been corrected? Past perfect passive. Those mistakes had been corrected. Those mistakes hadn't been corrected. Had those mistakes been corrected? Okay. And future perfect passive. Okay. Those mistakes will have been corrected. Those mistakes won't have been corrected. And will those mistakes have been corrected? Will those mistakes have been corrected? Future perfect passive. Those mistakes will have been corrected. Those mistakes won't have been corrected. Will those mistakes have been corrected? My friends, thank you. We continue our playlist.